Alright, I think we are back. So let's get this stuff started. Let's make sure audio's okay. It's okay, it looks like it's working. Wait, what? Too many technical difficulties. Alright, so we're starting. I have a new tracker, so since some reason, I guess after my update, or if there's, I'm not sure, but yeah, some reason my phone's not connecting to my PC VTuber. Because I used to use my phone as the face tracker. So right now I just dug up my webcam that I had a year ago, and it's, I guess it's okay, not as good as the phone. Let's see, glasses off. It's not that okay. Alright, not that bad. Alright, so let's get this started. We'll start with so I guess it's like the eyelids are closing when I'm like turning my head to the screen. And alright, I did calibrate it a couple of times. We'll keep it as this right now. I'll just leave the glasses on. So where are we? I guess we'll just do wait, games sound is okay too? Let me just check. Wait, games sound is okay? Let's check. Alright, looks like okay for alright. I guess if the VTubers, I guess I could calibrate again, right? Yeah, let me just... alright, should be good. Alright. We'll do the whole lightning plant boss first. I guess I still have to heal my guys too. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe I wasn't far away. So let me port out. Maybe we're heal some of my guys up. So
we're way behind schedule.
So I think it was like more like a 2-hour technical difficulties. I couldn't get my phone connected, so I'm like what I said. I'm now using my webcam.
Stabilize.
Access denied.
Soloing the lightning plant. So we'll do a couple of these bosses, and then we'll. I guess we ran out already. Do I use my other fragile? And okay, I did.
Mush.
Not that great.
Well,
Right,
according
so
people outside.
let's start that event. I'll do the Samuru stuff later on. I think I think everything is unlocked, right? Okay, so I think everything is unlocked, so we'll start from this.
It has the blessing of Bennu.
So where do we have to go to?
This shield and
Alright. Oh, Catherine. Wait, this is Mustad, right? Yeah, it's Mustad.
Let me just confirm. Yes, all tasks on the checklist are complete. Traveler, Paimon, we are grateful for your assistance. Thank goodness you were able to come as soon as we contacted you. Who knows how we would have coped with all these commissions otherwise?
Was nothing. The last couple of days have been pretty busy, but it was all super easy stuff, like delivering and escorting goods. When we heard that you were short on people, we thought we were going to be in for another long and drawn-out adventure.
Being the seasoned adventurers that you are, it's true that you are suited to work of a much higher caliber than your recent assignments. However, this situation is unavoidable in Mondstadt at this time of year.
Huh? Why's that?
Probably because it's harvest season.
That's right. This is the ideal season for harvesting crops and fruits. And for the wine capital of Teyvat, it's also the all-important winemaking season. Farmers are anxious to sell off their fresh produce, and all the major wine merchants are seeking to purchase top-quality ingredients to make new product.
Ah, well, no wonder we keep hearing people talking about wine these days.
Huh? What do you mean? Seriously? Yes, I swear I'm not making this up. The acting Grand Master wants everyone to gather at headquarters in the main hall. Hurry! We need to leave right now or we'll be late! Hey, wait up!
Why do those two knights look so flustered?
Well, hello there. If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. What a rare pleasure.
Kaya! Just the person we need! Why is everyone running off to the Knights of Favonia's headquarters all of a sudden?
And is our help required too?
Don't worry. This isn't one of those occasions where you need to come to everyone's rescue. All that's happened is that the Knights of Favonius have just received a letter from the Grand Master. Acting Grand Master Jean will be convening a meeting in the main hall shortly to go through it.
Well, that's a relief. Wait, hold on a second. What did you say again?
A letter from the Grand Master.
The Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius? Isn't that Varka? The leader of that legendary expedition? So, what did Varka say in the letter? How's the expedition going? When are they getting back?
Oh, so interested in our Grand Master all of a sudden? Never knew you were such a gossip.
It's only normal, isn't it? That you'd be curious too if there was someone you'd heard loads about but never met. Even Master Jean says he's a living legend. Oh, pretty hard not to get hyped up after hearing that. Besides, the expedition has been going on for ages, and we still never heard a single thing about what they're up to.
The acting Grand Master is very gracious in her appraisal. Varka brought quite a bit of trouble to those around him on the road to becoming a legend. I'll have to tell you about it sometime. Anyway, since this has piqued your interest, why don't you join me at headquarters, and we'll see what the letter says. We do miss our honorary knight, after all. It's been quite a long time since your last visit.
Sure, let's go and see what it's all about. Bye, Catherine! See you soon!
All right. Take care now.
That's all I had to do for Noel's hangout, but I'll try to figure out
It
the
looks like just about everyone's here.
time to do
Hey
everybody's
there, cutie.
hangouts.
Paimon.
And catch
I
up
didn't
on
know
that.
you two would be coming. So you heard about the letter?
Yep, we ran into Kaya near the Adventurers Guild. Oh, wow. Paimon's never seen so many people in the main hall at once before. Oh, Paimon's getting kind of nervous now.
Don't get too carried away, all right? If I know the Grand Master, the fact that he has the time to be writing letters means it's probably nothing serious. It certainly won't be bad news.
Kaya's exaggerating a little, but otherwise I agree. After all, Mika's not the kind of person who'd be able to keep it hidden if something were the matter. The truth would be written all over his face.
Mika? Who's that?
Over there, look. The kid standing next to Jean in front of the staircase? He used to be a land surveyor on Eula's team.
How's everything?
He's very talented in what he does, and a very reliable person. When the expedition team set out, the Grand Master appointed him to be the core member
Welcome,
of the
Raiders.
frontline team. He's the one that brought back the letter.
Please, may I have your attention, everyone? Now
Very
that we're all
well.
here, let's begin reading out the letter from the Grand Master. Mika, please,
So how
go
about,
ahead.
since my phone's not connecting to my
yes, Master Jean.
PC, I'm using my webcam as a face trackers, but it's kind of weird a little bit.
Right.
I guess what I'm talking
Hello,
about is a little bit like,
everybody. I am Mika, surveyor of the reconnaissance company. Recently, I have been taking part in an assignment with the expedition team. I will now be reading Grandmaster Varka's letter aloud for you all. To the Knights of Favonius. Greetings, everyone. This is Varka. The first thing I want to say to you all is please put your minds at ease. The expedition is safe, and all of its members are accounted for.
Oh, that's fantastic news. My palms are sweating.
Yep. Plus, the other thing was when I got my VTuber working, like then my
may
game
I
capture stopped
continue?
working. I'm like, what? Like, does it not want me to stream today?
Go ahead, Mika.
All right. Now that your fears are allayed, I trust you'll be ready to listen to the rest of my letter. I'm writing to you from the northernmost reaches of Tevat by the light of a stove. The expedition forces
Oh, did you start
are stationed
the
here while we restock. I once
Mondstadt
told you
event yet?
that the purpose of this expedition was related to a dangerous secret from days long past. I am still unable to disclose more than this, but suffice to say that you needn't worry about how our mission is progressing. In the past couple of months, we received an unexpected visitor. The Fatui Harbinger known as the Captain.
The captain?
Yeah, because I think the last part opened up, but I'm not sure how many more days are left. Because I did start it pretty late, and I'm like behind on the Samuru, the 3.1 stuff, and also the festival that's going on in Mondstadt. Alright, let's continue with the story.
I am fully aware of the Fatui's outrageous actions in Mondstadt in recent history. Nevertheless, the captain was not hostile towards us on this occasion. Open parenthesis. I rather suspect that's because this time, Snezhnaya and we are in the same boat. Close parenthesis. The man hides everything under the mask he wears, so no one can know his past or his origins. However, one thing is for sure. He is as hard as iron for having the courage to challenge gods as an ordinary mortal. I don't doubt that he could even take out a ruin guard by stabbing it in its big, glowing eye with one of Klee's crayons. Open parenthesis, don't get any ideas. Close parenthesis. Our scouts have confirmed that the captain received orders to head for Natlon 3 days ago. We'll be able to sleep much better now that we don't need to worry about him anymore. I will admit that some of his actions have helped us, but even then, he owed us at least that much. This year's Vineleza Fest must be kicking off in Mondstadt any day now. What a great pity that this year, once again, we will be unable to spend the festival together. Everyone here is always thinking back fondly upon the fine wines of Mondstadt, as well as the happy times we have spent with each and every one of you. I hope that you and all the citizens of Mondstadt enjoy the festival to the fullest. Have a few drinks on our behalf. The Dawn Winery's limited edition Vineleza Fest seasonal special will do nicely. May Lord Barbados bless Mondstadt, and may the wind carry our sentiments back to your side. Varka. P.S. If you're wondering who's tougher between me and the captain, well, I'm the Grand Master. There are 10 captains in the Knights of Favonius, but only one Grand Master. Ah ha 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 ha. His left, not mine. The letter ends here. Thank you, everyone, for your attention.
Thank you, Mika.
Master Jean?
So I wonder who Mika is.
I just noticed that there's something else written on the back of the last page. PPS. I ran out of paper, so I'll add this here. Lisa, the following is a message for you. This part seems to be from the Grand Master to Miss Lisa.
Oh, for me?
Seeing that it's a special message, Lisa, we'll discuss this in private. Everyone, as the Grand Master mentioned in his letter, the Vineleza Fest is in just a few days. And how fortunate we are at this time to receive word that all is well with the expedition. Though they are unable to return to Mondstadt and spend the festival with us, the Vineleza Fest will nonetheless be a major event that all of Mondstadt is looking forward to. I hope that everyone will guard your stations and perform your duties, both for our far-flung colleagues involved in the expedition, and also for the hardworking people of Mondstadt. And of course, during your time off, I hope you will be able to rest, relax, and enjoy this long-awaited festival. That brings our meeting to a close. Dismissed.
Did Paimon hear that right? They ran into the Fatui's captain? Who knows what that was about? But it must have been important. But, Fatui Schmatui! The real big deal here is the Vineleza Fest. Sounds like there'll be loads of free food and drink. Paimon wants to hear more.
Typical Paimon.
Hey, cuties. How about we go and chat with Jean? You didn't get a chance to say a proper hello with so many people here.
Sounds good. All right, let's go.
Alright, let's see. So I think. So you still have 8 days. Hey, Light, what's up? Yeah, we're kind of back. Because after 2 hours of troubleshooting. So you guys the 5-star instead of the 4-star. Yeah, I had an issue where some reason my phone's not connecting to my PC anymore, or the VTube Studio version on the phone wasn't connecting to VTube Studio on my PC. So now I'm using a webcam that I dug up that I had before when I first started streaming. So I'm using that, but it's a little bit, some of the movements are a little bit like, you know, it's okay. Just some stuff I have to work on. And then like after I got my VTube Studio working, my game capture stopped working. So I wasn't sure if it was because it was using some reason. I guess the OBS or the thing was using the webcam application, so I had to, I guess, restart each application itself. So I opened the OBS first and then open up the VTube Studio. And then yeah, then I had a break and then I started up 3 hours later. Noodle, if you're still here, yeah, 8 more days for the Monster Festival for Ballads and Brew. Let's see, and 5 more days for the new banner. Wait, no, almost, yeah. So 6 days almost. Yep. Let's see, Grandmaster Office.
Hello. May the Animo Archon protect you.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. And like, I know some people are like, you should stream it. Like, I'm like, you know, I'm like, all right, whatever. Because I know when I'm doing Genshin, I just do my dailies and weeklies usually offline anyway. Guess I have to go all the way to Lue. Well, but like, well, for my weeklies, I usually do it like what, well, in terms of my split, because I don't usually use my resin, so whatever I like use up, I just use like so usually the first 3 days. Then dailies, I usually do that, and sometimes I forget to do my resin because they always max out when I get back home from work. Yeah, I'm trying to do the festival, so I'm gonna go straight to the festival ones. Sound from, okay. Alright, where am I going to now?
Ah, Lisa, the Grandmaster's letter is just on the table. Traveler, Paimon,
No problem.
it's been
Take
a
it
long
light.
time. Apologies, I didn't get the chance to talk with you during the meeting just now. If you don't have any plans in the immediate future, why not stay in Mondstadt for a while? We'll be celebrating the Vinelesa Fest very soon.
Don't be deceived. Jean may appear very composed, but she's been missing you both terribly recently.
Lisa,
I'll leave you to catch up. I'm going to read my letter.
It's like, I miss Moonstad too.
Yeah, Mondstadt's where our journey began after all. We have a lot of fond memories here. Master Jean, neither of us really knows anything about this Vinelesa Fest. Could you tell us more about it?
yes, of course. The Vinelesa Fest is an ancient Mondstadt festival just like Ludi Harpastum and Windbloom. In addition, it's the most important part of the fall. Each fall, the west wind blows in Mondstadt. Legend has it that the wonderful scent of Mondstadt's winemaking during the harvest season entices even the Animo Archon into attendance, being the great wine lover that he is. No matter where he is, he will transform into a soft breeze and return to his homeland.
Yeah, that sounds on all right?
For this reason, Mondstadters call the western wind the returning wind. The Vinelesa Fest originally began as a celebration to welcome Lord Barbados on his return. In the past, every household would brew fresh wine around this time of year and keep it sealed at least until Windcoming Day during the following year's Vinelesa Fest. Uncasking the sealed wine is a symbolic way of inviting the Animo Archon to share a drink. Legend holds that if the Animo Archon is satisfied with the taste of the wine, he will summon a gentle breeze to richly bless the people.
Richly bless? How?
Knowing him, it was probably blessing them with more good wine the next year.
That's a good question. But there's really no way of knowing. These are very old stories. Many of the details have been lost to time.
Yep, that'll happen. Some stories change completely as they get passed down. Hence why these days, Mondstadters will get into endless arguments over what kind of flower a windbloom is.
All part of how cultural heritage is created.
Indeed. But for the time being, at least, the tradition of paying tribute to the Animo Archon on Windcoming Day is still alive and well, and the Vinelesa Fest remains a time for Mondstadters to share the joy of the harvest with one another as they partake of fine wines. This is a time of the year when many Mondstadters living away from Mondstadt return to their hometown. For those unable to return, Vinelesa Fest is the period when they miss their family and friends most keenly.
Oh, so that's why the Grandmaster wrote, "May the wind carry our sentiments back to your side."
For this year, we've joined forces with the Church of Favonius and the Adventurers Guild to host a celebration on the banks of Cider Lake, just outside of Springvale. There will also be a traditional wine market during the festival period.
Wine market?
Well, originally, it was simply a place where winemakers and farmers would come to trade in raw ingredients for winemaking. These days, it is a much grander affair. Not only will you find a range of choice wines, but seasonal fruit beverages and food items for everyone to enjoy too. A lot of people also sell secondhand goods and handicrafts at the market. The Knights of Favonius plan to use this as an opportunity to do some fundraising for needy children and elderly people in the city.
Wow, sounds pretty cool.
If you have the time, I encourage you to take a look around. I hope you'll find it a worthwhile experience. Now, Lisa, what was the Grand Master's message to you about?
I was just about to bring that up. The Grand Master says he wants me to handle something for him. Something to do with Razor's past.
Razor's past?
Razor told us that he was raised by a pack of wolves in Wolvendom. He never knew his parents. In his own words, the wolf pack is his lupical, which means family.
Yes, that was as much as I knew as well. But in his letter, the Grand Master says that in the cabinet above the third bookshelf, to the right of the grandfather clock in Jean's office, there's a wooden box containing some items that Razor's parents left for him. He says it's time to give the box to Razor.
Does this mean the Grand Master knew Razor's parents?
It would seem so. The Grand Master didn't simply run into Razor one day in Wolvendom and teach him how to use a sword. No, the connection between them goes back much further.
Wow. Well, come on, let's go find Razor. He'll be pretty excited to find out something about his true parents.
Lisa, something worrying you?
Oh, cutie. Nothing escapes your eyes, does it? For the child who never met their biological parents, this kind of conversation is always a difficult one, even for the most well-adjusted. By contrast, Razor grew up in Wolvendom and has had very limited contact with human society. Who knows whether he's ready for this or not?
I'm sure the Grand Master will have given due consideration to Razor's circumstances. Perhaps he felt that now would be the most appropriate time.
That's a good point. Okay, cuties, can I leave you to break the news to Razor? He thinks of me as his teacher, so he might not open up to me if he gets upset. But you are his trusted friends. I think it makes more sense for him to hear about this from you.
Don't worry, leave this to us.
Thank you, sweetie. Try to be as encouraging as you can. Someone his age needs all the love and support they can get.
I think I saw some shinies. Was that all the books? This is a library. Let's see, do we I don't see any shinies.
Razor's usually around Wolvendom, right? How do you think he'll react after hearing about this?
So do I need my main party? Or can these characters work?
Hey, look! It's a hunting trap. It looks like the ones that the hunters from Springvale use.
Electric.
Huh? What is it?
There are traces of electro energy near the trap.
Electro energy? Paimon wonders if it could be Razor. But Paimon thought he was pretty good at avoiding the hunters. Well, anyway, let's follow the traces of Electro and see where they lead.
Okay, I'm guessing I can't trigger the trap. Nope.
Look! There's another trap up ahead! Can you feel that electro energy too?
Keep up.
The electro traces lead deep into Wolvendom. Let's keep going! Razor! Are you there?
All right, the last trap has been set. Razor, thanks for coming with me all this way.
It's okay. My legs are strong.
What is it, Razor?
It smells familiar. Friend, from far away.
Razor! Oh, and it's Draft too! Are you two hunting together?
Yes, it's almost harvest season, and the boars are venturing into the towns and wineries looking for food. They're trampling crops and destroying the vineyards. Someone could get seriously hurt. The Knights of Favonius came to us asking for help keeping the boars a safe distance away from the population.
I and Uncle Brown Cat catch boars, protect everyone.
Wow, Razor! This is a big step for you. Paimon remembers you used to hide away from the hunters.
You can say that again. Razor was the star of the show this time. He let the wolves know we'd be coming, so we were able to get through Wolvendom without anyone getting hurt.
Helping everyone, helping Lupical, makes me happy. But much talking. Very tired now.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah! But, actually, we came here today because we have some really important news.
Oh, I don't know.
Razor, do you mean you don't want to know about your real parents?
I want to know, but
don't want to know.
So you do want to know, but at the same time you don't want to know? Sounds complicated.
Traveler, come and take a look at the trap I just placed. Let's give Razor some space to process things.
Seems like you have something to say.
Yes, I have some thoughts about this after seeing how Razor reacted. We've been hunting together a lot recently. The kid might not talk much, but still, I feel like I've come to understand him a little over the time we've spent together. Here's what I think. He definitely wants to find out about his parents. It's just that his fear of the unknown is overwhelming everything else he's feeling. I'm a father myself, so I know a thing or two about kids. You know, when Diona was little, if I got back late from a hunt one night, she'd be watching me like a hawk for days afterwards, as if she was worried that I might abandon her.
Do you mean Razor's worried that he was abandoned
So that's
by his own
Deanna's dad?
parents?
Exactly. I think that's the heart of it. And if it turns out they did, well, I don't think there's anything we could say to console him. That's not my only concern, though. Razor is developing at his own pace. There are lots of issues that can't be solved all in one go, but he's making progress, one step at a time. But now this thing with his parents is added into the mix. It might push him to want to figure out once and for all where he comes from and where he's going.
Seems like a similar take to Lisa's. Maybe all mature adults think like this, huh? Wait, but then again, Master Jean had a different view. She said it's more about trusting other people and in your own instincts. What do you think?
See, I'll be there for him as a friend through this. So did for Diona, was that ever mentioned that Draphis is her dad, or is this a different Diona? I'm not sure if it was mentioned earlier in the game or not.
Gotcha. Well, knowing that he's got a friend like you to rely on makes me feel much better about this whole thing.
Paman, how about this?
Okay, got it. Right, let's head back. We don't want to keep him waiting. Hey, Razor. So, what are your thoughts?
Still thinking. My heart, it feels strange. Like being stabbed by a wolf hook.
What do you think of Varka?
Varka? Tall, very strong, likes to laugh.
Then do you trust Varka?
Yes, trust. He's very good to me. Give me a name. Teach me to fight. But now, busy with important work. I miss him.
You know, Razor, Varka used up all the paper writing this letter, but he still made sure he found room on the back to add a note for Lisa. He specifically told her to give you the things that your parents left for you. That means that he thinks the items have a special meaning for you. But more importantly than that, whatever happens, the Traveler, Paimon, Lisa, and all your other friends will always be here for you.
Don't worry, everything will be fine.
That's right. And old Uncle Brown Cat's here to support you as well.
Okay, thank you. I decide I want to go with you to see teacher.
That's the spirit, kiddo. Well, you folks better be heading off then. I'm just about finished here, so I'll be heading home very shortly myself. I'd better try and get plenty of father-daughter time in before the Vine Laser Fest starts.
Bye, Drafts. See you again next time.
Grandmaster's office.
Hello, teacher. I'm here to see the box.
Ah, my little wolf cub's in a good mood. I'm assuming they've discussed the whole story with you already? Here, this is it. The wooden box.
Oh, it's pretty
I
big
haven't
box.
touched it, except for taking it out of the cabinet. When you're sure you're ready, you can open it yourself.
Yes, I am sure.
Oh, this is just a pile of junk. Paimon thought there'd at least be a letter or something. Uh-oh. You don't think that, after all this time, Varka might be getting mixed up between different boxes?
There is a scent.
A scent? What kind?
A scent I remember from a long, long time ago. It's their scent. Human scent. Father and mother scent.
Incredible. You still remember scents from all the way back in your childhood.
Wow. You have a really good sense of smell, Razor. Guess being wild by nature has its advantages. Oh, let's see what other leads we can find. This woolen hand puppet looks kinda wonky. Guess it must be handmade, huh? Is this a part from a ruin guard? Wait. Hey, look. This wine bottle is still half full. And there's a note stuck on it. 1,000. 1,000 wind wine.
Oh, so it's a bottle of 1,000 wind wine?
Teacher, you know?
Of course. 1,000 wind wine was the first kind of wine that Mondstadters ever learned to make, or so they say. As to how it got its name, some say it's a reference to the numerous ingredients used to make it, while others say it's because every bottle tastes slightly different. I remember reading somewhere that there are all sorts of weird and wonderful ways of brewing it, and that it's very difficult to ensure it comes out tasting the same each time. This all makes it impractical to commercialize. Wine merchants are much more comfortable working with reliable, consistent-tasting products. That's why you'll almost never see 1,000 wind wine in the markets or taverns. Huh. In fact, it looks like your parents brewed this bottle themselves.
That must mean there's something pretty important about it. Oh, Paimon has an idea! Razor, you got a good nose. Why don't you open it up and take a whiff? Maybe it'll tell you something.
Okay.
Huh. He seems really in the zone. And is that a smile?
Find anything?
Sweet, cold, a little bitter. I like. Many things all mixed together. But things in wine smell different.
Even you can't tell what it is, Razor?
I will try again.
It's okay, Razor. Don't push yourself too hard. What do we do when we try something and it doesn't work?
Try another way.
That's right. You still remember what I taught you. Oh, it's almost the Weinlese Fest. Everyone who knows anything worth knowing about wine will be gathering in Mondstadt. Surely someone will know a thing or two about 1,000 wind wine.
Oh, great idea!
Will Venti be coming?
Make sure you don't miss the opening ceremony, cutie. Everyone will be there. Razor, you should go too. It'll be a good opportunity to ask around.
Okay. Ask many people. I will try.
Don't worry, we'll be right there with you. We can be your go-betweens. You know, like you were with the wolves for draft.
We'll be there with you, just like we promised.
Okay. Then I will go back now. I need to tell Lupacol about human mother and human father.
Great! See you at the opening ceremony.
So 8. Okay, 8 o'clock, 2 days later. Move faster. I can't cancel it out. Wait and see. Alright, so I still have to do another till 8 o'clock next day. So there we go.
Keep up.
So where is that the front? Okay, that's where it's showing in the front. Our next waypoint it is.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. I am pleased to announce that this year's Weinlese Fest has officially begun. We hope the residents of Mondstadt and visitors from all over will enjoy the magnificent wines and experience the joy of the harvest. When Windcoming Day arrives, we will hold a grand toasting ceremony to welcome the Animo Archon Barbados back home. Let the wind lead.
Let the wind lead!
Razor, you're here already!
So many people.
Come on, let's sneak out of here. There's someone we gotta find.
Find? Who?
Just some tone-deaf bard. But he's also a know-it-all and loves nothing more than drinking, so he might actually be able to help.
Is he close by? Red tent. Oh, there's a bunch of red tents. Oh, there he is.
Hey, tone-deaf bard!
Nice to see you again.
Traveler, Paimon, how do you do? I had a feeling I'd run into you soon, during this most enchanting of festivals.
Spoken like a true poet. But reading between the lines here, if one bottle is tipsy and two is merry, just how many is enchanting exactly?
Oh, don't say that. This festival has so much more to offer than just drinking. Anyway, hey Razor, how have you been?
All right. I have a question.
Yeah, Razor has something he wants to ask you about. Know anything about Thousand Wind wine?
Ooh, now there's a name that takes me back. Let me think. How long has it been since I last heard someone mention Thousand Wind wine?
Razor's parents left him a box with a half bottle of wine inside, and there's a label on it that says Thousand Wind wine. We heard there's a lot of history behind this type of wine, and the brewing methods go way, way back, so we figured you'd be a good person to ask.
It smells good, but don't know what's inside.
I see, I see. So you want to know how Thousand Wind wine is made? Well, you came to the right person. I happen to know a little rhyme called, well, as it happens, Thousand Wind wine. I was going to save it for Windcoming Day, but far be it from me to deny an early serenade to a friend in need. How about it? Shall I recite it for you?
A song. Not easy to understand, but still want to hear.
Excellent answer. Then, hear it you shall. Fill up the barrels and store them away. Then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight, for the south wind that soothes, for the north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste to the tongue? As Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom. And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true. A defender's will, strong as yesteryear, joining the thousand winds in a song of good cheer. Turning sour into sweet, bitter notes fade away, as we wait for a windier day. Thank you so much for the applause. Was the rhyme of help to you?
Like wine. A little sweet, but now head spinning. Don't understand.
Don't worry, it's not just you. That was supposed to be about winemaking, but it didn't give a single detail about the process.
Well, maybe it's a little abstract and romanticized, but that's one of the defining features of Mondstadt poetry.
Okay, so let's try to pin this down. What did the poem say the ingredients are? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true, a defender's will, and the thousand winds? Song of good cheer? Nope, Paimon has absolutely no idea what any of these refer to. Look, Tone-Deaf Bard, you clearly know what the whole thing means, so could you do us a favor and at least give us a hint?
You misunderstand me. I'm not trying to make you work for it or anything, but the lyrics are what they are. If there's anything they left out, even I can't fill in the blanks. If you want to know the secret behind this sweet scent, you might have to start by rolling up your sleeves.
Rolling up our sleeves? You mean we need to go and make this wine for ourselves, and somehow that'll teach us everything we want to know? This better not be a prank!
We've known each other for so long, and you still don't trust my intentions? Oh, the pain.
I trust. I want to try. I want to make wine and find answers. If I know how to make wine, then I know what is in Father and Mother's wine.
What kind of people were they?
Right.
What kind of people they were?
I want to know about them.
Well, if you say so, Razor, guess we'll have to take Tone-Deaf Bard's word on this one. We'll give it a try, and as first-time winemakers, there's no shame if it turns out bad.
Don't worry, really. Freedom is the key here. It's not as hard as you might think. As long as you add ingredients to the mix in a spirit of joy and sincerity, I promise you will reap the rewards you wish for.
I will tell Poem to teach her. Then I need to think alone.
That's the spirit. So, how about we meet again in 2 days? Let's say same place right here?
Okay, I will remember. See you then.
We finished Act 1. Not bad. I think it was like hour time. Oh, these opened up. Let's see what they are. Also, we're hunting. Okay, what's this one? I guess we'll do this hunt first. Wait, what's this one? Oh, I guess we just do Act 2 tomorrow. Wait, what? Okay.
Let's go and browse while we still have a chance.
Yeah, let's do those quests. We'll start Act 2 tomorrow.
Keep up.
Mr. Hunter, please take me with you. I'll be helpful, I promise. Hey, calm down. We're recruiting to hunt forest boars now. Yes, but we can't hire someone who doesn't have any hunter experience. What should I do? My paper. Is my paper gone together with the forest boars? Disappearing into the woods? What's with the long face, you two? What happened? Oh, if it isn't the legendary traveler, cheer up, lad. This person right here might have a solution for you. Looks like it's time for me to shine. Haha, you're truly a monster honorary knight. You are not only capable but also helpful. So what do you need our help with? Well, forest boars have been appearing very often recently, and there aren't enough of us hunters to deal with them. So we're recruiting volunteers who are willing to capture the forest boars. The students from Samuro wants to join too, but judging from the feeble look, he's not physically suitable to such a task. Aren't you a student? Why do you want to join the hunt? Forest boars may appear lovely with their round shape, but they are dangerous when charging towards you. I advise against approaching them unless you are agile as Bloody Master. I know, but a creature of legends has appeared around here after all. Hold on, a creature of legend? Yeah, he's probably talking about the white-maned forest boar species that happened upon a few days ago. I happened to mention it when I was chatting with him earlier. I've never seen this type of forest boar before, but are they really that special? Of course, as far as I know, the type of forest boar you saw in the breed has been extinct for over 100 years, the snow boar. Some adventurers claim to have found traces of them in Dragonspine, but the academic world at large did not believe them due to the inconsistent sighting reports. I won't hide it from you, but I'm a Motoro student from the Samuro Academia. I have not decided on the topic of my graduation paper, so I came here to take a break and attend Wishin Fest. It would be a great academic discovery if it was found conclusive evidence that says the snowboard species is still extinct. I'm sure it will make my paper writing process a lot easier too. I see. Is it just me, or do you also find that many academic researchers has similar worries? Studying is important indeed, but good health is the foundation for everything. So for the sake of his safety, I really can't bring him along. Traveler, will you be willing to join the capture team in this place? If we have someone like you join us, we won't be able to capture. We will be able to capture the forest boars much more efficiently for sure, and we can also free up some time to help look for traces of the snow boar. Really? Don't worry, I have funds for research. I can definitely offer payments that would satisfy everyone. Okay, let's do it this for the scientific research. It's settled then, traveler. I'm heading out to catch forest boars soon. I've seen snowboards in that place before. You should come too. I set up some common hunting tools in the forest. I'll teach you how to use them later. We can set off once we're ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. So is it the same thing as the utility wall net? So normal attack. Okay, so explosion. Okay. Good score. Exit. How do I check if it's a good score or not? Oh, okay, I see it now. I think that's what we did. What's the next one anyway? You're here, traveler. Here's some good news. Because people have found concrete evidence of the survival of the snow boars, I have received a letter from my mentor saying that my thesis has been approved. Wow, sounds like everything's going smoothly for you, eh? Congrats. It's a good start, but the research that follows will take a long time, so I have to be prepared to stay in Mondstadt for a while. Next, I had to figure out how the snowboards managed to leave the snowy mountains and end up in the forest. Based on the tracks that we have found, I'm guessing they have descended the mountains from the western face past Wannery Dawn Winery and then made their way to Springvale. If this hypothesis is correct, we should be able to find traces of them in the area, so our goal today is to investigate this. Paimon gets this, but also, who is this guy beside you? He looks all dressed for a hunt. Hello, my name is Walter. Recently, I've taken up the responsibility of overseeing security near Dawn Winery. Amen told me that you guys were looking for snowboarders. Could you come with me today? I happen to need some extra hands to help out. Some forest boars broke into the nearby farms last night, scaring off all of their pigeons and ducks. They still haven't found all of them. Traveler, we have been hunting later. Wait, when we are hunting later, please capture these small animals when you find them and bring them back to you. Of course, it'll be my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I heard that you know how to use a hunting tool. I got some around too, so you can help too. We can set off once you're ready. Alright, let's go. Wait, so do we have my stuff right now? Okay, I do have the capture tool, okay. Okay. There we are. Why is this shine? Oh, there's another area. No! Don't run. No. So only had to catch 15.
I don't see weather like this very often. Oh, are you cold? If you want, you can tuck your hands into my tail.
I'll switch to the main team just in case I have to fight something hard. You're here, traveler. Phew, that's a relief. Oh, it's Edmund and Fabira. Farabi. Why did you suddenly come to Dragonspine? Paimon was pretty surprised that you asked to meet here. Haha, this is a strange request, but since an unexpected research target has appeared, I can't let go of this opportunity. An unexpected research target? Yes, Mr. Ahmed said that he's seen a huge animal's footprint at the bottom of the snowy mountains, and we finally found similar prints around this area. I can confirm that a huge snowboard does indeed live there. If we get a sample of the hair and blood, there will be a huge help in figuring out snowboard's living conditions and why they appear at the foot of the mountains. So our objective today is to hunt down that huge snowboard. No, it's not a hunt. In the legends we hunter tell, the huge snowboard is a true master of Dragonspine, and it is not something you can just hunt. But I suppose it would be alright if we could trap it for a short while for research purchases, right? You gotta help me on this one, for Barry. And don't you worry. Honestly, after learning that Moonstead is always plagued by fire spores during harvest seasons, I've been thinking a lot. If all goes well, I'll continue my research on fire spores and even find a solution to the problem. After all, one of the most important purposes of studying creatures is to find a way to live in harmony with them. It looks like you learned a lot from your Winterfest vacation. Yeah, have great wine, made friends, and found a goal to work towards. But let's hold the sentimental stuff off for after we get down off these mountains. Traveler, judging by the size of those prints, I'm strongly doubt I'll be a match for that snowboard, so I'm gonna have to leave it to an expert like you, if that's alright. But please rest assured that I set up the bait and some traps. Those should be of some help. Traveler, if you're ready, I'm gonna ignite the bait and lure the snowboard over. Giant snowboard, here I come. So uproot, you must defeat the... Okay, and temporary restrain it. When the snowboard first enters the battle, it will be enraged. Whereupon you must use your variety of devices. So we get shield, traps. Okay, to get the snowboard out of the enraged state. The amount of damage that can be done to the snowboard king using normal attacks is quite limited. When the snowboard king leaves its range area of the hunter net can deal more damage. Okay. Is this the generator? What is this? Spam it! Where is it? Come on, come closer! Okay, so now we know for your trap, spam it. Oh, I guess we'll try it. We didn't get 3 out of the order thing. I'm charging. 3 stars, nice. Alright. Is that it for that event details? Okay, we did that one. This one too. Was there more to this? Or was that all of it? Alright, so I guess we finished the first part of that, right? I don't think there's anything else left in that one. Alright, so we finished the Snow War, so we'll start the next one. High Wind Trials.
Such fortunate weather. Care for a walk?
What kind of event is this one now? I've waited so long for you, my brave friends. Seize this awesome opportunity. Explore the arts of adventure with me. Try to surpass yourself. Surpass myself? Paimon doesn't completely understand what you're saying, but it sounds sure impressive. Care to explain? Of course, hold on, I know you. It's you! The hero who fought Storm Terror in the skies, the ever-dutiful Commission Shredder, the finder of hidden chests, the breeder of unknown myths. With you leading the charge, everyone will surely be fired up for this great event. What's with all the titles? Paimon never heard of them before. Such titles are usually coined around drinks, campfires, and for the children's bedtime stories. They're only passed on by the word of mouth, so it's normal for you not have heard of them. Anyway, your presence encouraged many adventurers, giving them the motivations to keep getting stronger. So, Lady Master has become this famous in the Mondstadt Adventures Guild already. How about Paimon? Does Paimon have any titles? I think I heard of a friend mention that some call you the Great Paimon, light as a bird's feather and as feather as the north wind itself. Light as a bird's feather describes your small and agile body, while the feather as the north wind refers to your appetite, to which is on par with the Knights of Boros. Sounds like something's idea of a joke. Paimon doesn't really get it, but since they're calling Paimon the Great Paimon, it's gotta sound impressive, right? Paimon will remember it. It's decided. No matter what your request is, Paimon the Great Paimon, and the Hero Shredder, Arrow Comic Treasure Hunter, and Commission Breeder, Bloody Master will help you out. Paimon heard you mentioned adventures and something about surpassing just now. So is the guild holding some special challenge event? You're absolutely correct. You have probably heard of the Adventures Guild often holds special training for new members. This round happens to coincide with Wenceslas, the occasion upon which the West Wind was brought us some great Amino Grana. The Amino Grana has strengthened the abilities of adventurers and will let everyone experience what it's like to be stronger. It also gives them a goal to work towards. This is why the Great Master Cyrus has appointed me to scout the area where these Amino Grana has been scattered to find out where fierce monsters and bandits lurk. Adventurers participating in the trial need to use the special Amino Grana to defeat these enemies. They will be able to improve their skills, ascend to greater heights, and have something to look forward in the future. What do you think? Exciting, isn't it? Paimon was right. Paimon's intuition is accurate. Well, we did have lots of to drink and eat, so it's best if we got ourselves some exercise. Right. Let's roll up our sleeves and give it a go. If you participate in this trial, I think a lot of adventurers will come and just to see you. Next, I'll show you the first challenge area. Go for it. I'll record your heroic actions and tell all the other adventurers about them. Alright, so what is the first one? Oh, there's 5 in this trial. Okay. Alright, let's go to the first one. Can I just port there? No. Alright, so I guess I have to run over. Oh, before I run over, I should heal my guys. Why is it? Okay, it's random pins. Heal up.
Let's move out.
Maybe I can run from this direction. Or is it, how far is what the? I think this is so closer. Okay, we'll go this way. So we're gonna see how long these 5 events take. We're probably gonna end around in probably 40 so minutes. I still have this challenge. Let's see if I can finish this. Oh, what is fierce? Alright, I guess we'll start the challenge instead. I want this thing first.
Rest and rebuild!
Boring!
Boring! Fire hazard!
Evil conquering! Worthless!
That's a time thing too. I'll pick up all the loot first. Or can I? Yeah, let's do this one. Come on, what is this?
The fuse is lit! A festive reprise!
I'll uproot you. Keep up. One with the forest. Why would anyone want?
Well, I guess that's what that
It's
marker
not my-
was that I had. Let's get started.
Disappear! Worthless! Here! Here!
Time for a light show.
This is pretty fast if it's. Well, if this is considered as levels on stage, unless it's everything that I'm doing is event 1. Oh, I missed that one. Come on. Oh, at least there's another one over there.
Fire hazard.
Rest and rebuild.
I hear everything! Enshroud!
Here come the fireworks. The fuse is lit.
Boring! Useless! Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Foreign!
Is it these guys?
Worthless!
Allow me. Time for a light show. A festive reprise. Lighter, please.
I'll uproot you!
Disappear! Here! Here! Worthless!
Think out on the loot. Next area! Battlefield.
Prepare to die, fool!
The fuse is lit. Torrents, bring refuge.
Rest and rebuild.
Fire hazard. Here come the fireworks.
Lament! Here! Here! Worthless!
Challenge completed. This counts one or all five? Let's see. Canvas. Oh, okay, so. Oh, okay, so one of them is five of them. Okay. So next challenge. Okay, it's there. So we'll heal up, I guess. That didn't take. I think what each one was. What the? Each one was like 8 minutes almost. Maybe less.
Time for a light show.
Let's nip that in the bud. One thing after another. Ha!
Worthless! Here!
I could do that without using HP.
Worthless!
Fire hazard! Goldfish up down!
Worthless! Here! Here!
So I think if I didn't collect the loot or anything like that, it'll be around maybe less. Maybe 6 minutes or 7.
Here!
Definitely gotta get the first.
Worthless! Worthless! Here!
Time for a light show.
So I think we started this one at 31 or 32. Let's see how fast we go.
Up, up, and away.
Hey, Powder Boy has everything.
Fire hazard. Here come the fireworks.
How's your day today?
Hold the line. Billowing surge.
okay. I did have technically. I did try to start a stream at 7, but had issues with my phone connecting to my phone face tracker connecting to PC. So it took 2 hours, but I still didn't figure that out. So I'm using my webcam to do the face tracker.
Rest and rebuild.
It's okay right now. And then like once I got my YouTube studio to work, my game capture started not working. Like really? I'm like, is you not let me shoot today? So I thought I had dinner and then I started shooting.
Worthless. Here.
Oh, is it low or can you hear me now? I'm moving it up a little bit now, but are you able to hear me now?
Here. Worthless. Here. Here.
I just moved the mic a little bit higher. But I was just saying that like I had technical difficulties earlier on. I tried to start at 7, but I think I started around like 10:40 or something. Yeah, I'm like, I might as well start it right now.
You'll get frostbite.
Hold the line.
You can't run.
Go Bishop down.
The good thing about me trying to figure out like the VTuber studio and playing around with it, I found out how to do hotkeys for some of my stuff. Yeah, what you didn't get for which one, like the late one, or did you get any of them today?
Allow me. Covenant of the Deep.
Because I did start one around 7, and then I started another one around 10:40. I'm not sure if you got any of those notifications.
Pay your dues.
Worthless.
I don't know.
Here.
I don't know.
Worthless. Boring. Here. Worthless. Here. Here.
Yeah, early in the day, I was just watching people talk about or stream their or like some events of the TwitchCon that they were having. I was mostly watching what was it? Captain TV for like the news about the new Nitro racing that they have. No problem. Take care, Plot Boy.
Hold the line.
Lament. Worthless. 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 Here. Worthless. Here. Here. Boring. Worthless.
Alright, so I guess that part 2 of the challenge is complete. Now part 3. What's in Dragon Spine?
Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it.
Endurance test.
Allow me! Let's move out. Torrents, bring refuge!
Here come the fireworks!
Evil conquering! Worthless! Here!
So I guess this second event was it's okay. Not doesn't look any special. It's just whatever. It's like you get new skills for each set.
Time for a light show!
Useless! Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless! Worthless!
I guess it would be a good thing if I collected these first.
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here! Prepare to die! Fool! Worthless! Here!
Covenant of the Deep! Hold the line! Let's move it! Uphill battle!
The what? How did that start?
Let's go meet up with Razor! The meeting spot is on the bank of Cider Lake.
That's
You
weird.
know the way, right?
I didn't. Did I press anything? Or like something started by itself, right?
Bring refuge!
Unless it's this area.
Goldfish it down!
A festive reprise! The fuse is lit!
Lament! Worthless! Get out of my... Worthless! Here! Useless! Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Here! Shut it! The day has finally come!
Let's move out.
I hear everything!
show. Here come the fireworks. Go the ship down. Here come the fireworks!
Let's nip that in the bud. One with the forest.
Covenant of the Deep! Rest and rebuild!
Last one, I guess, right?
Allow me!
I'll uproot you. I'll bury you.
Billowing surge! Rest and rebuild!
Let's nip that in the bud. Enshroud.
Fuse is lit.
Oh, that hurt. Hold the line! Torrents, bring refuge!
Uphill battle.
For it! Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here!
Covenant of the Deep!
Go the ship down.
Fire hazard!
Here come the fireworks.
Lament! Worthless!
Ride the wind. This is the last area? Oh, nope. That's further down, further, okay. At least they give us something with like a fast travel to it.
Disappear! Here! Here! Useless!
Nice. Let's see. So part 3's done. This is pretty easy. There's the 4th charity. But it says I started this, but I guess I'll do that tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, I think this is a shop that they were talking about. Let's do this one. Back to Mondstadt. Oh no, not Springvale. Okay, let's see.
Huh? Where the heck's Razor? Paimon thought he would have been here by now. He had a pretty big day when we last saw him. Do you think he fell asleep when he got back and is still snoozing away now?
Let's wait and see.
Fair enough. You're right. Let's keep waiting. Well, since we've got some time on our hands, let's put our heads together and try to figure out that poem. Tone-deaf Bard mentioned some ingredients, but they all sounded super abstract. An explorer's courage, a love tender and true, a defender's will, and the 1,000 winds song of good cheer. Do you have any ideas?
Maybe there aren't ingredients.
Eesh, that's even more abstract. How do we go about looking for this wine's character? Where do we start?
The Adventurers Guild, the Church of Fendonius.
Huh? Are you saying that it has something to do with Mondstadt's institutions?
Yes, and as far as word defender.
Wow, that actually makes a surprising amount of sense. So the poem wasn't talking about any specific ingredients after all. More like the general gist. Now that you mention it, it just so happens that all the institutions you mentioned are organizers of the Vine Fest. Wait, this is way too big of a coincidence. That tone-deaf bard, did he just make all this up on the spot?
Perhaps he did, as a way of helping us to help Razor.
In that case, the last part about the 1,000 winds song of cheer must be code for the toasting ceremony. Oh, now we're cooking! We'll crack your riddle recipe yet, tone-deaf bard! When Razor gets here, let's visit all the places you mentioned and talk to some people we know there. We definitely should be able to find some more clues that way.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
I'm sorry. I'm late.
That's all right. We were just chatting. The Traveler's pretty smart, so thanks to him, we're finally onto something.
Hello, Klee. Hello, and Razor.
Hi. I was on my way, then I saw Klee.
They let me out for Vine Fest. Albedo is super busy helping Timaeus fix his recipe for an extra strong sobriety potion, so he doesn't have time to come play with me right now. I'm just playing by myself instead. But it's so cool! All the grown-ups in Mondstadt are out to celebrate the festival. Everyone's smiling and having loads of fun. I wanted to join in too, so I made a whole bunch of stuff so I can celebrate with everyone in my very own way.
Very own way? Uh-oh. This does not bode well coming from Klee.
And that's when I bumped into Razor.
Great job, Razor.
Razor was acting kinda different than usual, like he was thinking about something. So I asked him what happened. And then Razor said that he was looking for his mommy.
I did not say mommy.
Oh, it's
okay, silly. Mommies are important people, so finding your mommy is a super important job. That's why Klee's gonna come help.
Razor! Razor! Finally, I found you.
Bennett.
Bennett?
Oh, look who's here. Hey, everyone. Here, this is for you.
A small lampgrass?
Yep, that's right. I tripped up on it this morning and took a little tumble. I did a full faceplant, but somehow, this little thing came out completely unscathed. That's when I knew it was destined to go into your wine mix.
Bennett, how did you manage to trip up on a small lampgrass?
Huh. That's true. They do glow after all.
To be fair, they only glow at night.
No, I wasn't talking about the glowing. What I meant was they're really big and easy to spot. So, I don't get how you didn't see it.
I was just running too fast and got careless, I guess. Okay, I guess maybe I won't tell them about the other faceplants that came after that. Anyway, I've been all over the place trying to find Razor this morning. Everyone I asked told me I just missed him. Good thing I've caught up now. I can finally catch my breath.
What a trooper.
Thanks.
How did you know I need ingredients?
Oh, that? Yeah, interesting story. This lady came to see Master Cyrus, asking for the Adventurer Guild's support with the Vinelesa Fest. She said she was a librarian. Anyway, she mentioned your situation too, and asked if we could help.
Whoa. Lisa is doing some real work for once?
Oh, so that was Lisa? People say she's crazy intelligent, but just doesn't go out much. First time I've ever seen her. I thought long and hard about what ingredients to pick, and came up with a load of suggestions that I was gonna discuss with you. But then I realized that small lampgrass was clearly the best. It shines a light to guide the way for explorers in the dark. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful thing?
Oh, apologies for the trouble.
Ah, don't give me that. I get how you must be feeling about all of this. Besides, you gotta help out your friends, right? If my family, well, my dad's ever needed help one day, I know you'd be there for me too.
Yes.
Can I help too? Please take me with you, please. I want to join in.
Klee's in high spirits today. She seems more excited by this festival than anyone.
Bennett, before now, you never talk about your family.
Well, that's because I never met my parents. I was raised by some of the older adventurers in the guild, so we're not exactly a typical family. But if you do want to hear about them, I can tell you some of my dad's stories. Okay, I'll start with the most awesome one.
Oh, Bennett. You can be Mommy's kid, just like Klee. My mom is super nice. She'll take great care of you.
Huh?
I really appreciate the thought, Klee, but I'm afraid I can't accept your offer. I already have my dad's and all my friends. And let's not forget that I'm the leader of Benny's adventure team. You don't need to worry about me.
Oh, okay. I got it. Then have this.
A Jumpy Dumpty?
Yeah, it's a lazy, dopey, jumpy dumpty that always dozes and never explodes. I hope you guys can be best friends.
Are you sure?
Are you sure it's not gonna explode?
Jumpy Dumpty will be happy to make a new friend too.
I'm also happy for you.
Why don't you two go adventuring together?
Good idea! Maybe Klee will bring Bennett some good luck, and the adventure will go smoothly. And you might just find some treasures you'd never noticed before. Of course, it's also highly possible that Klee will be the only one who gets lucky. Still, on the flip side, Klee won't be getting into any trouble with Bennett there, and this way she'll still get to enjoy the Vinelisa Fest.
Cool. Don't worry about a thing. We'll look after each other.
Yay! Adventure! Treasure! Vinelisa Fest! Let's go!
Vinelisa Fest. Okay. I was pronouncing it wrong. Vinelisa Fest.
Oh, wait, but what about Wolfie? Wolfie, Razor needs looking after. Honorary Knight, Paimon, you'd better take care of Razor, okay? Make sure he finds his mommy.
Leave it to us.
Good luck.
See you later, folks.
It's so nice to see everyone in such a good mood. Oh, Paimon almost forgot the whole reason we came here. Razor, the Traveler and Paimon were just chatting about the ingredients Venti mentioned in his poem. We think that they're actually a description of the wine's characteristics. Plus, it seems like each of them means something special to one of the 3 big institutions in Mondstadt. So, if we talk to some people we know at each place, maybe we'll find what you're looking for. What's wrong? Something on your mind? Do you want to talk about it?
Yes. These days, I think a lot. I am not smart. Not like teacher. Not like traveler. But I still have to think. Everyone is ready to help, but some things I must do myself. I don't understand human father and mother, but I must find a way to understand. Maybe I can learn about other people's father and mother first, then think about my own father and mother. That's why I want to ask questions.
That's great! Keep at it, and you'll definitely find the answer eventually.
Never knew Bennett is like me. When he talks about dads, his scent changes. Warm, like a bed of straw in the sun.
Let's find more people to speak to.
Yeah! We should head back into the city. Let's find a friendly face at the Church of Favonius. Now, who does Razor know best at
Barbara?
the church?
Excuse me? I couldn't help but overhear you're about to head back into the city. Is that right? I'm waiting on a fruit cart from the city. It should be here now, but I'm getting worried that something may have happened on the way. But I can't leave the festival to check up on it. Would you be able to do me a huge favor and keep an eye out for the cart on your way back?
Well, if it's on the way.
Okay, we go. I go too. Everyone helps me. Now I have chance to help everyone.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
So maybe I should do, Alright, I think we started, I might as well start that quest, and then I'll do the events later on, I guess. What do we get anyway? Oh. I might as well do this part since we... Oh, wait, what?
Wait! Honorary Knight! And Paimon, the best guide in Tevat. I humbly beg for your assistance.
Whoa. Did Paimon hear that right? Is Paimon finally starting to make a name for herself? Oh, wait. Haven't we met?
Yes, in the main hall of the Knights of Fondonia's headquarters.
That's right. I'm Bernhard. a member of the logistics company under Captain Hertha. Normally, I would hope to become better acquainted before asking for a favor like this, but time's running out, so I really have no choice. Please help me rescue the charity event.
Oh, this is the one we're trying to get to.
Oh, right! Master Jean mentioned that. So, what's happened?
Well, the Knights of Favonius wants to run a stall during the festival. The idea is for all profits from the sales to go to charity. Specifically, the funds will provide support to disadvantaged children and elderly citizens. We drew lots to decide whose job it would be, and as it happened, I was the lucky winner. I really didn't want to screw this up, so I asked all around for advice, but my experience is in inventory and shipping. Now I'm supposed to run a whole shop, but it took me forever just to think of what to sell. I'm already completely out of my depth. And that is why I humbly beseech you to render your assistance.
I understand.
Yeah! Also, no need to be so formal. So, you said this is to help out the kids and old folks of Mondstadt, right? Sounds like a great cause! He's an honorary knight, and Paimon's a longtime friend of Favonius. We'll be more than happy to do our part.
What do you need from us?
Oh, I can't thank you enough. Right, let me get down to brass tacks. Before we can open shop, we need to amass a supply of fair brew jellies. This is the basic currency that we will use when running the stall. The wine merchants in the area are in dire need of raw ingredients for winemaking. Sell them raw ingredients and they will pay you generously in fair brew jellies. Also, there are some international customers looking to purchase beverages in bulk during the Weinlesefest period. They're on the market for an agent to handle their purchase orders. In the interest of establishing a long-term business relationship, these customers are usually willing to offer a generous price, and there's also room for negotiation with the wine merchants. The price difference is ours to keep as commission, and you can cash that amount in for fair brew jellies.
So to sum up, our job is to sell ingredients to the wine merchants and place orders for the international customers, making sure to negotiate the price, right? Huh. Sounds much easier than Paimon imagined.
We're pretty good at this.
Really? Well, that's wonderful. I have one order here with me already. Mr. Xavier May from Sumeru wishes to purchase 50 crates of fruits of the festival. These beverages can be bought from the Angel's Share stand. The shopkeeper's name is Georg. He's a very nice man, but he won't be pushed around. Please consider the price carefully and try to reach a good deal with Georg. I should carry on setting up the stall now. Once you've gathered enough fair brew jellies, come back here and we'll take it from there. You won't need to worry about supplies for the shop. I'm already in contact with the suppliers, and they'll send everything over once the funds are in place.
Alright, sounds good. We'll find the funds and you sort out the shop.
This is an enormous help. Thank you both ever so much.
Alright, we'll do this. Wait, we're looking for a razor right now, right? On the melody.
This way.
Oh, Paimon sees the cart, but what are these hilly trails doing here? Do they want some fresh fruit now, too? To the rescue!
Keep back!
Whew. Finally! These hilly trails are a little too obsessed with food for their own good. But never mind that. Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Phew. I'm fine, thanks to you. You are just in time.
any later and all you found here is a pile of pulp. And I don't think there'd be much left of the fruit either.
They're still waiting for you at the festival.
Got it. Well, thanks again. I'd better not delay this delivery any longer. So, goodbye and happy Vine Lace Fest. Thanks to you too, kiddo.
What is it, Racer?
Enemy following.
Enemy? I think we're a little closer than that. On some level, you could even say that we're brother and sister.
Rosaria, what the heck are you doing here? Wait. Actually, turning up at random places is pretty normal for you. Okay, next question. What the heck do you mean, brother and sister?
Varka taught you how to use that sword, I take it. Swift but powerful. I can spot that old-timer's style anywhere.
Huh?
I see you're not much of a talker. Well, there's something else you could learn from Varka. Never lost for words, even when he has nothing to say. It'd be good conversation practice for you. Just a shame we have no idea when he'll be back.
It's okay. I will wait.
Brother and sister? Varka? Oh, Paimon gets it. Varka is a father figure to both of them, so that makes them family. Just not by blood.
Well, blood relations are overrated anyway, don't you think?
I think the bond of blood is a strong one.
Oh, I almost forgot. You have a sister.
Cold, dark grown-up. You also don't remember what your real mother and real father look like?
Huh. So you're helping him dig up some info on his biological parents. And trying to help him build a concept of family along the way.
You can say that.
Alright, you got me. I barely have any memories of my birth parents. The last time I saw them was long before I had any understanding of the world around me. But that seems pretty common. Even in this day and age, there are plenty of people in the world who can't stop thinking about their families, but will never get to see them. Anyway, if you're never gonna meet someone, it's not worth spending mental energy on them. It's more important to focus on the kind of person you want to become.
No, you are wrong about this. Lupical protect each other. Human family also important. Must care about them.
Fine. So let's say you do find out who your parents were and they were saints. Or the opposite, they were complete monsters. What then? How would that affect your life choices? What would you do about it?
Whew, Rosaria's take is a little on the nose. That's a hard one for Razor to answer.
But it's normal to be curious.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make this any more difficult than it already is. But Razor's feeling lost and confused right now, and all the other Mondstadters we know are too sunny and bright to tell it like it really is. The sun nurtures many good things, but it can't do anything about the problems lurking in the shadows.
Wow, Rosaria.
All right, I'll leave it there. Take this flower. It's icy cold, just like me. Barbara's busy preparing the sung poetry event for the Vine Lace Fest. She couldn't get away, so I picked an ingredient out on behalf of the church.
But can we really use a mist flower? Won't it freeze the entire barrel?
No, not now that I've dealt with it. The bard did say to think freedom, didn't he? So go on, take it. It won't be a problem.
Aw, Rosaria! You're more thoughtful than Paimon realized. Wait! You heard the bard say that? Were you spying on us?
Don't mention it. It's nothing. Varka's been a big help to me in the past, so just consider it returning a favor. Besides, if I'm your older sister, I might as well act like it. Good luck finding your answers.
Now you see her, now you don't. Paimon's slowly getting used to her style. Oh well, as love, tender, and true goes, that was pretty awkward, but still counts, right? Now that's left is the Knights of Favonius. Razor, are you still thinking about what Rosaria said?
Her words are like mist flower. They are cold, and they sting. But cold also good for wounds, like Wolfhook. I need to think about it. Maybe then I will understand.
Take some time. There's no need to rush it.
Okay. I will come with you. I think while we walk.
Back to the headquarters.
Boring! Here!
Kaya.
So you see, you're the best person for this.
Oh, just in time. Lisa and I were just talking about Razor's situation. Where were we? Ah, yes. The barrel.
Huh? But obviously the Knight's part is supposed to be a defender's will. But what kind of ingredient is a barrel?
Obviously, that's not what he meant.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, Paimon, don't worry. You'll get your ingredient. I've already tasked someone with sorting it out. The person is very conscientious and wants to properly research their contribution, so it may take some time, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait. As for the barrel, how else were you planning on mixing all the ingredients? Surely not in the giant cooking pot at Dada Upa Gorge.
The memories.
After much deliberation, I realized this was a job for the most sociable and savviest member in our ranks, the cavalry captain. So I asked him to take a trip to the Dawn Winery and somehow bring back a wine barrel.
All right, spare me the flattery, Lisa. We're all friends here, and I know you're only trying to help your student. But I haven't been back there in a long time. This could be quite difficult to accomplish in just a single trip.
Difficult? For you? Don't be silly. Negotiating is your biggest strength. Vinelisa Fest is one of the most important festivals in Mondstadt, and you know how Diluc thinks better than anyone. Just drop a few little hints, like how this is the first festival Mondstadt has had in a long time. We're short on much-needed supplies for a multitude of reasons. Oh, who can help us? When he hears that, I guarantee you he'll offer to help out with finances and sourcing goods.
Lisa's literally trying to extort Master Diluc.
I suppose. All right, I'll head out right away.
Wow, he didn't take much persuading. And Paimon was just about to thank Lisa for the things she's been doing for Razor behind the scenes. Oh, Paimon doesn't even know whose side to be on anymore.
Traveler and teacher did a lot for me. A lot of work. But me, I still can't answer questions. So useless.
Dear me, what's gotten you so upset, my little wolf cub? We can't have you being so down in the dumps.
Some questions he can't stop thinking about.
Ah, I see. Cutie, how about you keep Kaya company while I stay here and help Razor process his feelings? As his teacher, I owe him some tutelage anyway. Come and collect him in a few days' time. The last ingredient should be ready by then as well.
Splendid. I was just thinking about how nice it would be to have some company on my trip.
I don't know what is right, but I trust teacher. I accept.
It's a plan then.
Run along now. Then don't forget to tell Diluc that the Knights of Favonius send our regards.
It's a Dawn Winery.
Useless.
Kaya, you're fond of a good drink, aren't you? VineLaceFest must be right up your alley. Kaya?
Oh, I'm sorry. My mind was elsewhere. What was your question?
Ugh, never mind. Nothing that important.
Does it look around?
Hi there, Master Diluc.
Oh, I was just wondering who'd be coming all the way out here during the VineLaceFest. So, it's you two. And you, too.
Brr, so cold. Almost enough to make me feel unwelcome here, Master Diluc. Don't forget that this is my home, too. I'm fairly certain that taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Teyvat.
Please get to the point.
The point is one that you've already raised yourself. The VineLaceFest. To celebrate this long-awaited festival, the Acting Grand Master has been coordinating with both the Church and the Adventurers Guild to host a series of events. Unfortunately, given the financial situation of the Knights of Favonius, well, I'm sure you can imagine.
And the Knights of Favonius's woes have what exactly to do with me?
Hey, no need to be so cruel. Even I'm not going to take that. Everyone's just doing the best they can for Mondstadt. Now, I can't remember the last time I tasted Dawn Winery's VineLaceFest special. And I'm sure the Mondstadt populace would echo this sentiment. Are you going to deny others the opportunity to drink to their heart's content just because you don't like to drink yourself?
Check it out. Kaya's not so subtly asking for freebies. He's actually doing it.
What a guy.
Anyway, speaking of the Knights, everyone dearly hopes that you'll rejoin our ranks again one day. Then we'll be one big happy family again. If we were able to enjoy the sterling reputation of Master Diluc, my, I'm sure people would be queuing for our charity booth all the way to Falcon Coast.
Give that silver tongue of yours a rest. You might need it to maintain public order at the festival. Duly noted on the financial issues you raised. I'll have Elzer follow up with Hertha in more detail. And I just so happen to have a batch of wine that I can offer as a token of appreciation to everyone that has been working so hard for the festival. Shall I address it to you personally?
That would be an absurd request, even for me. The words, with compliments from the Dawn Winery, ought never be preceded by, to the cavalry captain. Is that not the unwritten rule?
You're better informed than I thought. In that case, I will leave this with Adeland and keep everything anonymous.
I really can't thank you enough.
Master Diluc is so generous. That's all Paimon needs to get that warm, fuzzy feeling. Which is just as well since you won't be allowed to drink a drop.
Huh. Are you two here regarding the Vine Laser Fest too?
Actually, we're here about Razor.
Poor Razor. He grew up so fast, and he's still looking for his father. Master Diluc, we really ought to lend him a hand.
How come Klee said he's looking for his mom, but Kaya says he's looking for his dad? It might make more sense to them, but it's gonna get confusing for everyone else.
It's okay. I understand. We have a spare barrel in the winery. It's a little old, but it's been specially treated for durability. You could leave it next to a flaming flower all day and there wouldn't be a scratch. I think that one should satisfy your needs.
Sounds great! We'll take it! When can we come fetch it?
No need. I'll have someone deliver it to the festival market. Just collect it from the Angel's Share stand.
Aw, you always make things so nice and easy for us, Master Diluc. Thanks a lot. Razor will really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. Helping each other is what friends do.
Wonderful. Always eager to help, and never forgets to return a favor. That's the Master Diluc I know.
Oh, it's nearly dinner time. Would you care to stay for a meal?
How time flies. I'll be on my way then.
How did you put it? Ah, yes. Taking a trip home during festival season is a universal custom, common to all the cultures of Teyvat. Now that even Master Diluc has made an offer, are you quite sure you won't stay for a meal after coming all this way, Master Kaya?
I couldn't possibly, Adeland. I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Oh, don't say that. How often do I get a chance to indulge my dear Master Kaya, Tea for the cavalry captain when you visit in an official capacity doesn't count. I only get to spoil you if you let me cook for you.
Well then, what happened to your swagger? Lost for words?
Diluc, you...
Surely you wouldn't dream of disappointing Adeland.
The more the merrier.
All right, then. I'll take you up on the offer. Adeland, one more set of cutlery, please, if you'd be so kind.
Ooh, Paimon's so full. Adeland's cooking's amazing. Everything looked and tasted so beautiful.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Glad you liked it. You're welcome to join again anytime.
Oh? Then I may have to tag along on the Traveler's adventures more often in the future.
Ugh, Kaya's back to his usual ways.
All right, now that our task is complete and our bellies are full, it's time for me to get back to work.
Take care, Master Kaya. Have a safe trip back.
We should get going as well. Lisa's taking care of Razor, but the Vine Fest can't do without us. See you next time, Master Diluc!
Indeed. Goodbye.
Any more books? I think I grabbed it all. Alright, so let's try, let's go back to the stand again.
Georg. We're Shavirme's agents. He's asked us to order 50 crates of fruits of the festival for him.
Oh? Did you say Shavirme? He's a regular customer of mine. Always orders around the same amount each time. But I digress. What price are you offering this year?
$1,300? 13,000? How do I enter a number? Oh. Let's do this amount, see.
A little lower than I was hoping for, but he's a reliable customer. I think I can make it work. As usual, I will arrange for someone to deliver the goods directly to Shavirme's place of business. You won't have to worry about a thing. Just make sure you keep hold of this receipt.
All right, let's keep bringing the funds in. We gotta work quickly if we want to gather all these fair brew jellies in time. Bernhard says we can approach this however we want, just as long as we raise all the funds we need. We get a commission for every order we help place for an international customer, so maybe it's not worth trying to sell loads of ingredients to the wine merchants. Still, just to make sure we've covered everything, let's take a look at the other wine merchants.
I guess he's not our main character. What's the bard?
Welcome to the Ballads and Brews.
Ingredients for wine brewing need to be chosen carefully.
Flower seller. So I can't buy anything from them?
Traveler, Paimon,
It's Barbara.
you're here. Hey, it's Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Thanks, and happy Vinelesa Fest to you too! This festival is one of the most popular ones in Mondstadt. I'm so happy I ran into you guys here. I hope you have a great time. Oh, also, I heard from Bernhard that you're collecting Fairbrew jellies. I'm just curious, are you helping out with the Knights of Favonia's charity event?
We sure are. Everybody's got to do their part, right? The stall isn't up and running yet. We're busy raising funds so they can open for business. There's sure to be a bunch of other problems to deal with once it's open, but whatever comes up, we'll deal with it.
Wonderful! They're lucky to have you. Now that you've joined the team, I just know it'll be a huge success.
Thanks for your encouragement.
I helped out a small charity sale for the Knights once too. Although, my only contribution was standing out front and singing. Oh, and I also met the bard, Venti, there. He even persuaded me to perform an impromptu song with him. The music he plays is quite refined and elegant. At first, I didn't want to sing too loudly in case I ruined the style he was going for. But he sang a harmony to guide me in, and before long, we were sounding great. In the end, the audience loved it, and we sold a lot at the event.
So Barbara's worked with the tone-deaf bard before?
I wish I could have been there to hear it.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't fit it into the schedule this year. The Church of Favonius wants to hold a sung poetry event somewhere with a nice view during the festival, which means I have to go to rehearsal.
Let's see. We'll take care of the charity event.
Yep, sounds like we've each got our own important work to do. Let's give it our all!
Oh, thank you both. Well, maybe I can't stay here and sing, but I still want to do a little something to contribute. I can help promote your stall. Should I make some big posters? Or maybe some flyers to hand out? I'll have to pick a memorable slogan, too. And maybe it'll seem more sincere if I sign them. Oh, then again, maybe telling people in person would be more effective.
Wow! With Barbara helping out on the marketing side, this charity event will get loads more attention!
You have so much on your plate already.
It's fine, really. It won't take me too long. Oh, now I feel a little embarrassed. Let me think about it a little more and talk to some other people about their marketing experience. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you later. And, the Knights and the Church of Favonius are really proud of you.
Aw, thanks! We'll do our best! Paimon's even more motivated than ever now. We gotta make sure we do a really great job here!
In charity or creativity, you must use the following 2 methods to gather enough funds before you open your charity shop. Sell wine-making ingredients to wine merchants, and help other Outlander customers complete their orders and collect service fees.
General goods at affordable prices.
So, where's this taking me to? And hello and welcome to Western Fest. May the Lord. Okay. What is this one? And something blessing. Follow the clues of the gift notes to find the various scattered hampers. Open them to receive well wishes of Mondstadt Silverson and excellent prepared gifts. Wait, who are the wine sellers? Let's see. I don't see it. That's Act 3, so let's see. Can I still... Oh, is there more recipes maybe? Oh, we got a recipe. So I don't have this one or that one. Okay. Might as well pick it up, right? Got 2, and these already have. So we'll sell everything, huh? Alright, so we got that much. Sell. Can we sell more? Nope, guess not. So where's the stall that I'm going to start at? Okay. So where am I supposed to go? What's that? Treasure chest. Also, these are the hampers. Are you enjoying yourself in Wisdom Fest? Every time a festival comes along, the roads and streets are lined up with all sorts of decorations, and the conversation people have with one another grows lighthearted. They talk about how they'll be spending the holidays, but what they'll buy. Their happiness is truly infectious. This harvest festival, I'd like to send you some small flags that I made myself. If they can be used as decorations to liven up your day, that would be great, Barbara. Okay, so these are all the tips, I guess. So is this what they meant with the hints? Let's see. Read note. Oh. Okay. So let's probably call it for the night and check what do we. So we got 800, so we could. Okay. What's this thing? That's completed too. See, maybe we could go this one. Let's see, where's this located? Wait, did I cat's tail? What's this? Isn't that where it was before? Oh, this one. Okay. Sorry, but Diona will be on leave for the duration of the festival. Oh, you're not here to see Diona. That's rare. I like to sell winemaking ingredients. Okay. Take this. I don't need any of these. Alright, good thing I had everything. Oh, that's all? Alright, let's check what else she has to say. Ah yes, Miss Diona's moods tend to sour when Wissenfest comes around, so Miss Margaret... But that's understandable. After all, the number of booze hounds at the wine market far exceeds that which you might find in a tavern. As far as Miss Margaret, she certainly wouldn't pass up a festival just to run the business. You're probably off somewhere drinking and having a good time as we speak. Alright, so we did that. Alright, wait. That was part of the venting, right? So secure funds. Okay, so what are these? Okay, so Quincy Village. Okay, so what do? Okay, so let's go to Luwei Harbor. And then Quincy Village is next. Welcome. Would you two like a drink? Judging by how you guys are dressed, I'm guessing you're not from around here. I don't know if the tea I got here is suited for your taste. I'll start you guys off with a pot of Lunan white tea. If it's not to your likings, you could come back later. I should be able to get someone to pick up a batch of specialty drinks from Mondstadt Winery. Thanks, but we're not here to drink. That's right, we're reliable errand runners. Paimon heard that you put up a commissions at the Western Fest asking for someone who knows what they're doing to help with ordering drinks, so that's where we come in. If you want to place an order for any drinks, let us know, and we'll take the order for you. You kids came all the way to Lue to take orders for clients? You guys are so sweet. I was afraid no one would accept such a troublesome commissions. I'll leave it to you then. I heard from sailors who have been to Monster that the Cattail Tavern special is mint berry, is refreshing as it is relaxing. So I'd like to order 65 cases of mint berries to sell to travel sailors together to other drinks. This way we can stay in a good mood and work efficiently. In the past, the merchants of Moonstead would also prepare designated equivalents according to my needs. In accordance with the rules of Westonstead, I gathered some fairy brewed jelly in advance. I'm giving it all to you. The funds I set aside are a rough estimate, but please keep the change as reward for your hard work. Although it is not necessary, it is not enough to fully express my gratitude. No worries. Don't worry, it's 65 cases of mint berries, right? Leave the order to Paimon and Bloody Master. Handling errands is our specialty. Well, we'll be right back. Okay, so... I guess we're back to Mondstadt and place the order. Welcome to Cat's Tail. What can I get for you guys? Hello, Diane. We got a business proposition for you. Oh, the beverage shop in Lue North Pier that just opened? The sailors from Dorman Port have spoken about the shopkeeper, and Margaret seems to have sourced ingredients from her before. Recently, when Quincy was selling thirst-quenching drinks to sailors at the dock, she also asked them to promote Quincy Village spring water. She gets water at a high price for Quincy Village and resells them where there is a demand, only earning the basic cost of individual labor. With her help, people from other places can brew wine with unique flavors using the spring water from Quincy Village, and it provides a source of income for the elderly folks in the village. It's two birds kills with one stone. Well, Quincy is such a nice person. Yep, perhaps the Cattail will be a long-term partner with her. Anyway, let's talk shop. How much are you willing to pay for all these mint berries? I didn't put a number in. Oh, that's a good price. Well, the deal is done. As for the delivery, leave it to the sailors of Dorman Port. We'll ship it directly to New Way's North Pier. This document is for you. Please give it to Kinchi. Thank you very much, Diane. Great success. Let's report back to Quincy.
Boring!
We're back. We placed an order for the drinks you need. It will be loaded on the boats tomorrow and be sent to the docks as soon as possible. Please take this receipt. That's it? Wow, you guys move fast. I'll prepare a pot of tea with the best spring water. No need to be generous. Yes, we have other people to help orders for. There's no need for you to serve us. All the best with your business. Next time we'll come to your place for a nice drink. Well, next time I'll be sure to make you your favorite drink. Please come again. Quincy Village. Wait. Oh, there it is. where's this guy? Oh, wait, did that just mark it? Let's do it this way, make it easier. Okay. Are you guys from out of town? Welcome to Quincy Village. Hello. Pieman first. Let's introduce ourselves first. This is the Almighty Traveler, and Pieman is the traveler's best companion. Pieman. We are ordering specialty drinks from the Western Front for out-of-town clients. We saw your commission, so we decided to come talk to you. I like how direct you are, and then let's cut to the chase too. I'm Chief Guanchu, and I need 100 cases of fruit of the festivals to make tea. Wait, to make tea to help the spirits up the guys doing manual labor. Okay, before we get to work, please give us the funds. One step ahead of you, please take this fair brew jelly after ordering. There will be probably some left over. Doesn't matter how much is left, please keep the change as reward for your hard work. We'll take it and we'll be on our way. Right on, I'll wait the good news from both of you. That was quick. What are you standing for? Therefore, let's go. If you have anything to talk about, we'll talk about it after you place your order. The sooner we finish the job, the sooner we can open our shop. Opening a shop. Hey, why are you not facing us? Hey, George. Oh, you're back. Are you still helping place orders for foreign clients? Yep, this time we need 100 cases of fruit of the festival for Guan Chu, the chief of Quincy Village. We're ready to make an offer, George. Why do I get the feeling of business rivalry? Oh, the ball's rolling. Let me see what you got this time. See, 100 was 26. Wait, how much? Wait, 50. Wait, wasn't 50? 13, 500. Yep, you guys drive a hard bargain. Okay, just like last time, the documents will be given to you, and I will arrange the transportation. Since he is a new customer, you better give him the receipt, so as we make him feel at ease. You got a point. We thought so too. Let's go, Bloody Master. Let's head to Quincy Village and report back. Oops, I think I missed it. Get it there.
Boring.
Okay. Quan Chi, we're back. We placed an order for your 100 cases of fruit of the festival. Here's your receipt. Amazing, you two have been a big help. I will study the fruit of the festival carefully and mix the fresh drink with the tea with a special proportion. I'll bring out the flavor so the workers will be able to work harder. It sounds like a bit like bartending, but with tea. Is that even possible? Don't worry, I used to be a chef when I was abroad for a while. This approach achieves the best balance between cost and taste. I made it many times. Makes me want to try it. The next time you guys come to Quincy Village, I'll treat you guys to the finished product. Okay, next time, Bloody Master can try it. Best of luck, bartender chef. Thank you. Come back when you got time.
Let me see.
Alright, so do we have anything left for that part? So secure funds. Okay, so funds are secure. Okay. So alright, got all the funds. So let's port back to Springvale again, and hopefully it doesn't bring me to like a cutscene, and we could end it right there. Okay, let's collect let's see, battle pass. Is there anything else to collect? Event. What? There's more stuff to collect in the event. Oh, okay, just that thing.